I've been homeschooling my kids for the last 3 years, and in that time, we have used a lot of books. Today, I want to share three of those books, and when I say three, I mean three-ish, because more than single books, these are brands and topics that we use them for, and some of this you're gonna notice that you can get different levels and even different issues. So I'm really excited about sharing them with you today. If you're new to my channel, my name is Anna and I am a homeschooling stay-at-home mom of three. I'm also a content creator mom, a book-loving mom, a travel-loving mom, and I love talking about all of these topics here on my channel. And right now I am doing a 100 days of daily YouTube hosting, and we are on day 45-ish. I can't remember exactly, and it's been wild. So if you're into any of these topics, check out some of my other videos and subscribe so we can do this challenge together. Now, book-wise, I'm gonna start with a book that we specifically use as a Spanish-speaking family. So if you're also bilingual, or if you wanna introduce Spanish to your kids because you speak Spanish or your husband speaks Spanish and you wanna have them read and write and learn how to properly understand the language, I cannot recommend this book enough. This is part of a series, so it's called Learning How to Read, and I used it with my oldest daughter who already knows how to read, and I say every single time that this series definitely helped me teach her how to read. I had never taught anyone how to read, so this book was definitely a great tool. So it is part of a series, like I told you, and the series has a total of 5 workbooks, and I'm gonna show you a little bit on how it looks on the inside. So this is the first one, and I am using it with my 5-year-old, and it starts from the very basics, like vowels, very simple sounds, like the easiest consonants like the M, the P, the S, and it is very hands-on. It's actually only hands-on, so there's very minimal reading as you go through the pages, but they're very easy activities like connecting the dots, and some fun activities where you have to cut things and put them on the letters that they belong to. I see my son excited every time I tell him we are going to work on this book, because he already understands, like, these are his classes, and he's very excited about learning how to read this year. And I know this workbook is going to make it happen. We are almost done with it. We have very few pages, like we have about this much left, and I am already, of course, planning. These are some of the pages that we haven't done yet, but I'm already planning on getting book 2, and we are probably gonna do the entire 5-book series. So again, this is how it's called, this is how it looks, and I got it on Amazon, and I'm gonna leave it linked here in case you want to get one of these as well. Now, the second book, it's kind of like a course book, and we love it. We really love it, and this one happens to be the second level, but we just love the math course books by The Good and the Beautiful. They come like looking beautiful like this inside. The lessons are all colorful, they all have stories. It's like a true pleasure working on these books for me as a mom, and for my daughter. She has loved these books since day one. In fact, our very first homeschooling book that we ever got that was used as part of our curriculum was the Math K course book. So 2 books before this one, and we haven't stopped since. She has loved them since day one. She always told me, like, yay, we're gonna do numbers today. She's very excited. And aside from the beautiful book, which is, good for the year, it's super thick, I really like that all of the course books include this fun kind of toolbox, and inside you get different things depending on the course level that you're in. But I'm gonna show you this one. So you get fun things like, in this case, we got a watch, we have some bills because we are practicing money, doing lessons when we do play pretend with these bills. There are also lots of coins. In this book we started learning about quarters and dimes and what each coin represents. So we had that. We also have some fun dice, these little stars that have numbers in the back, and they are used multiple times throughout the lessons. They all have this kind of like game vibe in them, which makes learning really fun. Most of our curriculum is from The Good and the Beautiful, but this is hands down one of our favorite books, and I'm gonna leave it down here linked for you as well. I'm also leaving all of our homeschooling books that we use by The Good and the Beautiful, so you can check them out as well. Now, the last thing we found recently, and it's honest history. We love these history magazines. I found these through an Instagram search because I was looking for a way for my kids to learn history that was for younger kids, because The Good and the Beautiful has a history course book, but it's for older kids, and I wanted my now 8-year-old and my 5-year-old to start learning about history. We love traveling, so we love learning about history. And when I found honest history, I immediately fell in love. So they're not course books, they are history magazines, and every so often they release new issues, and each issue has different themes. And if you go into their site, you're gonna see the entire collection of all of their previous issues, so you can buy whichever you want. They are not expensive, they're like $17 each, and they are super fun. So right now we have 4 of them. This one is all about Egypt, and I think they have fun names. I can't remember, but Gift of the Nile is right here. So each issue has a specific name, and right here this one says exactly what you're gonna learn about. So pharaohs, Egyptian gods, ancient medicine, the Book of the Dead, mummies, and inside there is a mix of stories and just like learning activities. It is so fun. This was one of our favorites. So this is the one about Egypt, and we learned about Egyptian medicine and how mummies work, the pharaoh's secret, robbery and punishment, Egyptian gods, their names, their meaning. This one, which is all about the railroad and kind of history on the gold rush and how the east and the west of the US connected. So by the way, you can get in their site the issues that I'm showing you right now. They are available, so you can go in there and get the exact ones that I'm showing you. But here's a sneak peek on this one. So his the Iron Horse, the titans of the industry, so like the big men that were owners of the railroads. Some fun facts on the Statue of Liberty. This one we haven't finished, but it's a fun issue on pandemic and diseases, plagues, hospitals from the past all the way till now, practices from other countries that were done in the past, how to survive a germ attack, one of the biggest pandemics in the last years, like the Black Plague, even COVID, what people used to do in the past to prevent. They thought they were preventing diseases by doing these things, and now we get to do a fun craft inspired by that. Most recent one we haven't read a lot on this one, and this is a July issue, which is related to 4th of July and so on. So it's about building America, independence, and the British and America and how it all came about. Important people. We read this story and it was really cool. So this was a day in a life in the 1800s, what it looked like, what it smelled like, what people were doing. The kids loved hearing this story. So anyway, really cool magazines, great for history Again, there are so many issues on their site on different topics, and they are going to keep coming, so you can get them one at a time. I'm not sure if you can subscribe, I can't remember, but you'll find all of the information on the site. And if you want to try them for 10% off, I'm gonna give you all the information on the description below. So that's it. Those are some of our favorite homeschooling books. I hope you enjoyed this video with me. Again, if you like to learn more about our homeschooling lifestyle, get some of my experience and implement it, make sure to check out my other videos. If you're into book loving, if you're into travel, if you happen to live in Reno, I love sharing about things that we do here in the city. And if you are into content creation, also check out some of my videos where I share about my experience as a UGC creator mom. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow on the next video.